I would start this off asking for everyone to follow, share, and like, subscribe, and all that stuff. But yeah, this is bigger than that. And I don't really care about that at this point. I've been debating whether to share what I know about the 2020 election for years now. Um, and I've been through a personal war over it. Um, People have died. Um, I was poisoned. I lost my job. I've lost friends. Um, a lot of things have happened. Not because I've told anyone about this, I haven't. But there are powerful people who know that I have this information. I'll share this first. I have this book that I keep that I it's a journal. It's what I put the most important information I have that I come across into. Um, I'll turn to the page. I'll turn to the key page here that has info. I've posted this on my Substack. You guys can take a look. I wrote this on October 4th, 2019. Um, and it sort of chronicles the information that I have regarding the 2020 election and the Chinese government stealing it. So let me first start off by saying I'm not doing this for attention or political purposes. I've said it many times. You can go back through all of my videos, all of my posts. I don't have any politician that I support. Um, I do support certain politicians on certain issues. When it comes to President Trump, I am not a Trump supporter. I have previous videos where I have said, and it was true that my children saw it. I voted for Kamala Harris the last election. I really tried to I really tried to just believe that, elections just get rigged and that's just how it is. And I kind of just wanted to leave it at that. The problem is that the people who rig the elections, they don't feel the same way. Like they get really upset about their rigged jobs and they get upset about anyone who has any information on it. And so one of the key things is that people should know is that there was an algorithm software designed in Latvia uh, by a professor named Wen Lu, and this algorithm it's able to get into electronic voting machines, and it can swing votes by 4% in either direction, and it's 100% undetectable. I know this because a very prominent firm in the UK. I at this point I don't want to say the name of the firm because I signed a non-disclosure agreement with them after this. This was during this time I did not have not an NDA with them, but I did sign one a few years afterwards. With that said, I don't want to say their name specifically, but it's a prominent firm and it's headed up by a very prominent man and his son. I hope. I'm sorry that I'm revealing this. I really did not want to talk about this because I know this is dangerous. He told me that lives are at risk at the time. He had lost several employees who had died trying to get this information out. At the time, the elections in the Philippines had been rigged by the Chinese government through this software. I believe it was 12 senators who were anti China and anti Duterte at the time had been removed from office, even though they were very popular and they shouldn't have been removed. It was rigged. And so This firm in the UK, according to an agent who I had spoken to later, said that they had betrayed their country by telling me this information. So I'm sorry, guys, for sharing this. I'm not trying to ruin people's lives. I'm not trying to do any of that, but it's just time for the truth to be told. So yeah, the 2020 elections were rigged through the machines, through the voting machines, the electronic voting machines. It's undetectable that it benefited Joe Biden. And during his administration, um, I had come under what people would normally call gang stalking. It was by a group of individuals, some former CIA, I will not say their names, current CIA, um, and one really evil individual named Chuck Johnson. Um, yeah, they turned my life upside down. Um, yeah, they they turned my life upside down, and I've been in that battle now for some years with these people. Um, I don't know if I said earlier, but I survived the poisoning by them. My kidneys almost died. I went almost 2.5 years now with kidney damage that was causing kidney stones from the poisoning. I don't know how I survived. By God's grace, I survived. God's been there for me this entire time. But one of the things that has made me come forward on this is what I've lived through and what I've been through, because a lot of it was from within the US government. So I wasn't able to speak to anyone within the government about this. I haven't been able to go to anyone in the government about this. No one can be trusted at all. I don't even know if this will reach the White House, but it's going to have to. The last FBI agent I spoke to, who I didn't tell him about this, but I think he knew. He told me that the only person I could speak to would be the president of the United States. No one less than that. And so I've had other people come to me within the government to ask me, "Hey, what's going on?" I haven't spoken to anyone because I took his advice. He also told me to trust my instincts, which I've done. The last time I met him was in Virginia, and I was they talk about these energy weapons. I was definitely something happened because I was going to go meet him. It was around 4 o'clock in the morning at a coffee shop that was inside of a grocery store, and it was open 24/7. The coffee shop, and I went to go meet him. On the way there, I just felt this really sharp pain in my ears, and it felt like the best way I could describe it would be, you know how you get those when you eat ice cream too fast or you drink a Slurpee too fast, you get that cold, like headache, like that sharp pain. It was like that, but it kept going and going, and it went through my entire head, down my back. It lasted for about 10 minutes. I don't know how I survived that. I didn't know what it was. It was probably that the energy device they're talking about. But when I did, I was still able to meet with him. I don't know how I got through it. I was able to meet with him, but he told me, he said, I had to be careful. I had to trust my instincts, believe in my instincts, and I could only speak to the president on it. That's what let me know that this was serious. So I did speak to an agent named Liz. I won't give her a last name. I haven't said a word about her. The people, Chuck Johnson and his crew, were trying to pressure me to give them the information of anyone I spoke to in the government. I refuse. This is the first time I'm ever telling her name. But after I was contacted by the firm in the UK about this information, they told me that they would have a briefcase waiting for me at a pub in London. So I planned to go with her to London in March 2020. to get this evidence. This was before the November election. So this would have been basically this firm in the UK giving me the evidence that the future election was going to be rigged. So my plans to go to the UK fell apart because COVID happened. Yeah. Now, I'm not saying COVID happened because everyone knew I was going to go get this information because these guys in the UK were leaking it out. I'm not saying that. I don't know if that's the case, but I couldn't go get the proof in the briefcase because COVID happened. And that sent everything into a tailspin. I've been holding on to the information the entire time. This is all these years. Like I said, I've been gang stalked. Um, I've had family members hurt, even a family member who, as a nephew, very popular basketball player, died mysteriously last year. That happened after I refused to take a meeting in Washington, D.C. that Chuck Johnson and some official in Homeland Security had set up. I told them I wouldn't to go. And then soon after, this person who was a very popular basketball player, college basketball player, died was died mysteriously. They said it was an accident, a drowning. But I don't think it was an accident because one of the former CIA guys who had threatened me along the way basically said that, talking would end in a drowning for me. Um, this was all happening while I was also being, monitored and bothered by Senator Bob Menendez and his crew. So I've been through whew, a lot, a lot. And it's now to the point where the truth has to be told. So I don't know where I'm going with this, but I do want to say that I have put up a post on offramppolitics.com. You guys can read it. I've been writing a book on this secretly. Um, I'll probably be um, going to a publisher soon. I have an agent now. I'll be going soon for this. But I did want to share this with everyone because I won't be responding to comments on social media for a while because I know that this is going to make a lot of people angry. It's going to make people want to attack me, attack my family. I've already been under the attacks. It's really been horrible. It's been really rough. So you guys can stay tuned with what I'm doing. I still will post on Facebook and I'll post on my Substack, offramppolitics.com. I will be doing YouTube videos. I may not be speaking just about this. I'll be doing my own thing, right? But in the background, I will be working on this and on my book. I may not talk about this again. I may not. Um, I don't know. But I did want to let everyone know I am sorry if I'm making people angry. I'm sorry if I'm coming across like I'm crazy. Uh, yeah, I'm sure I seem that way, but I don't care at this point. The truth is more important than anything else. So to those who are angry right now, who are my friends, I'm sorry. To family, I'm sorry. I hope this doesn't bring unnecessary pressure on your lives. If you've been getting pressure until now surrounding me, it's been because of this, and I'm sorry about that. I've done everything I can to sort of isolate myself and to protect everyone I've known. I've separated myself from all of my friends in trying to protect them, as well as my family. So I am on my own on this, and that's all right. But yeah, the 2020 election was stolen. Chinese government did it. They have the ability to alter the results in these machines. They do, and they've been doing it. And I think we're at that point now in world history where whether I'm here to say it or not, this is going to come out regardless. So I'm just one voice. You don't have to depend upon me. You guys can depend upon other people, but this truth will come out more thoroughly. It will. Trust me when I tell you. Um, it's I can feel it. It's about that time. And like I said before, this isn't about politics. This isn't about trying to promote the Republicans or hurt the Democrats or promote Trump. It's not about that. It's about truth. It's about being honest, and it's about the world knowing that the voting machines truly are susceptible to hacking, and they do get hacked. And the world needs to know that our elections haven't been real. I don't know how real 2024 was. That's one of the reasons why I haven't said anything. I don't even know if 2016, because to tell you the truth, I kind of feel like 2016 was rigged against Hillary Clinton with this same software. I'm sorry. As a matter of fact, when I spoke to these guys out in the UK, they alluded to that even the 2016 election had been tampered with. So that's why I haven't said anything, because I don't think anyone wants to hear about this. I don't think Trump wants to hear about it. I don't think the Democrats want to hear about it. No one wants to hear about this because it's been that bad. And there's been so much going on, so many people surrounding it. There's been so much deceit around these elections that it's impossible to know, like, if any of these results have been real from 2016 till now. So, like I said, I'm not saying this to support Trump. I think it's possible that the 2016 was rigged. I do. I'm not saying that it was, but it's possible. I know 2020 was. And so this isn't something that's going to boost up one person and drop another. I think this is more about the truth and more about the world knowing that China's they have bad intentions, and they've been messing around with democracies all around the world. They have created so much chaos. The world we live in today is fake because of them. There are world leaders who shouldn't be world leaders right now because of them. Things have happened in this world that should not have happened because of them. And so, if anything, the truth should prevail here. If the 2016 elections were rigged, we should know. If the 2020 elections, we should know. 2024, we should know. I'm not on one person's side or another. I'm not. I just want the truth to be told. I want the world to know. And if my story helps people understand what's going on here, so be it. I know I'm going to have a lot of people hating on me and attacking me. I did not want to do this. I did not. I wanted other people to handle this because I don't really care about politics, and I don't as far as like I don't care about a certain politician or a certain party. I don't care. I just think that whoever is leading, they have to follow the law. As long as they're following the laws of the land, then let's go with it. But things have been so twisted and so bent out of shape by the Chinese government around the world that the truth needs to be told and people need to know so that we all can move forward in truth regardless of what has happened in the past. So maybe this doesn't go any further than me. Maybe I'm just one voice out in the wilderness and people just ignore what I'm saying. Because, like I said, the 2016 elections could have been rigged here too. And that's fine. But I'd rather tell the truth and let people know than to continue down the path I've been going down, keeping it a secret, hiding it from the world. So I'll be back on with other stuff later today. It may not be related to this, but because of this, I won't be in the comment section on social media. I won't be taking any calls or anything from anyone. I'm just going to sort of plow ahead, work on my book on this, and keep it moving. So with that said, to everyone who's been a supporter of mine, thank you very much. It's meant a lot to me because I haven't gotten a lot of support recently. It's been really hard on me, but those of you who have supported me, you've you've really helped me a lot. You don't know how much you have. Thank you for your support and good luck, guys. I'll see you guys later.